A deadly day in New Orleans with police working multiple shooting scenes throughout the afternoon and into the early evening. Officers responded to 3 shooting scenes in just 2 hours.
David Jones joins us with more on the violence that left 2 people dead.
The shooting started around 4 o'clock this afternoon with a man being shot and killed under the interstate near the Fairgrounds neighborhood. According to police, around 4:08 they got a call of a shooting near Lafreniere and Gibson Streets. When they arrived, they found a man with a gunshot wound on scene. He was taken to an area hospital where he died. Then around 30 minutes later, another shooting, this time on Franklin Avenue. Police say a man and woman were shot at this gas station just north of the interstate, and they both survived. A third shooting took place just before 6 o'clock this evening. A man was killed on the sidewalk on South Pierce near Tulane Avenue in Mid-City, with another man also shot and taken to the hospital. Police could be seen laying out several evidence markers. Black tarps were up to cover the body. Devastated family members of the victim were also on scene. All of today's scenes remain under investigation. If you have any information that could help investigators, you're urged to reach out to detectives or remain anonymous and call Crime Stoppers at 504-822